Located on a 1,700-metre-high plateau, Namibia's spacious capital of Windhoek combines the ambience of a sleepy provincial town with all the activity of a lively trading centre. Once a settlement region for numerous African tribes, and later a German colony, today it's the blossoming republic's seat of government. The historic buildings of the inner city give an insight to the architecture of German colonial times. A symbol of the city is the Christ Church that was built in neo-Romanesque style. In 1910, it was consecrated as Southwest Africa's first Protestant church. For the baby lizard, historic monuments are only of interest for one reason. They provide a safe refuge. The monument in front of the old fortresses was erected in memory of the Germans killed in the Nama and Herero Wars between 1903 and 1907. It was created by the Berlin sculptor Adolf Kerl. German names decorate the facades of houses: the Kaiser Secondary School, Gattermann House, and Erkrat House. Gables, alcoves, and small towers are proudly displayed on lovingly restored timber-framed houses, and Windhoek's Sports Hall is worthy of note. It was here that the Charter of Namibia's independence was signed. Beautiful hand-carved wooden figures are popular souvenirs of this wonderful country that is double the size of France, but has only 1.6 million inhabitants. Windhoek Station has been restored, and for both travellers and railway fans alike, it's a real El Dorado. Well thought out exhibits illustrate the daily life of the train workers of bygone times. Old timetables and telegraphs feature alongside long redundant instruments, oil cans, and ticket machines. Extensive landscapes are well worth a closer look, and everything is steeped in nostalgia. This journey through the past really does recall the whistling and puffing of the old steam railways. Nostalgic memories from the times when train journeys were a real adventure become reality again, with a shining small gauge locomotive that dates back to 1903. The departure of the Desert Express of the Trans-Namib Railway to Swakopmund can begin. A glance beyond the diesel locomotive indicates the elegance of this luxurious train. The 2-day train journey begins in the afternoon and heads straight into the sunset. Large panoramic windows provide a perfect view of the passing landscape. The train soon crosses the industrial suburbs of Windhoek. The landscape hardly changes during the next few hours. Almost 2/3 of Namibia is covered with grassland. The terrain is punctuated by the occasional bush or acacia tree. The train passes the gentle hills of the Kumus Highlands on its journey. After several hours, the landscape becomes increasingly sparse. The Spitz Lounge offers a comfortable atmosphere in which to relax. Here, exotic drinks are served, such as the Spitz and the Moon Valley cocktail. The Welwitschia Restaurant serves exclusively prepared dishes. Its 3-course menus and selection of wine soon tempt the most skeptical diner. Namibia glows a yellow-brown, mainly due to its lack of rain. Although as soon as it rains, the vegetation rapidly begins to flourish. But rain is relatively rare in these parts. Cameras and videos are at the ready. Fascinating shapes gradually appear. The train's first stop leads to the Kings of the Wilderness. In specially constructed safari vehicles, it's off to the Okappa Puka farm. This large, privately owned area was opened to the public in 1997. Namibia has in effect only 2 seasons. With temperatures up to 40 degrees centigrade, its scorching summer extends from November to March. From May to September, the winter months are less harsh, with temperatures around 20 degrees centigrade, and it's only noticeably cold during the night. After a bumpy journey through the grasslands, we travel on foot. The guide's explanation about the characteristics of this primeval forest region is avidly listened to by the fascinated travelers. Lion feeding can be experienced at close quarters. Electric fences protect this huge wildlife sanctuary. The daily feeding ritual can be observed through tiny openings in the wall. Powerful leaps bring the normally lethargic animals closer to the morsels of meat. They drag, pull and tear at each and every piece. These animals are far from domesticated cats, rather overgrown predators that command respect. At the idyllically situated Austrian lodge, there is time for a short break. This amazingly wide expanse of land provides an insight of life in the bush. The Okappa Massif mountain range appears like cream floating on a cup of dark coffee. From the country's scenery to its economy, from its modern mines, Namibia depends mainly on the export of its natural treasures, such as diamonds, uranium, lead, zinc and silver. The train rumbles on into the evening. Comfortable leather seats in the Starview compartment are the perfect way to enjoy the heavens. As if by magic, Venetian blinds open and provide a view of the desert sky. The day draws to an end. Slowly the lights go out, and no one's sleep will be disturbed. The train's engines will be turned off. The morning greets passengers. And a strong cup of coffee. The train has reached the oldest desert in the world, the Namib. This region is one of the driest in the world. Those who appreciate isolation and wide open spaces have come to the right place. Its bizarre spectrum of color ranges from dark brown to the most brilliant yellow. Tons of sand are constantly blown around and new landscapes created. The searing heat makes distant contours appear to be animated. Mass tourism will never come to this parched yet beautiful landscape. We make a second stop on an open stretch of line. Whilst the train shunts to its new position, a few of the passengers traverse the dunes. A welcome break is a good excuse for a photo session. In 1998, this luxurious train travelled along this stretch of line for the first time. Their last word in both elegance and comfort make the journey on this hotel on wheels a unique experience. Bright colours give it a warm African ambience. Naturally, each compartment has its own shower, WC and air conditioning. Each of the train's luxurious compartments has a name typical of the country, such as Springbok, Meerkat, and Stardune. The Desert Express was manufactured in Namibia and is equipped with the most modern technology. During the train's inauguration ceremony, President Nkrumah proudly exclaimed that the train was truly a deluxe palace on wheels. Sand Rifles Station, in boundless open space. The station's external austerity is in stark contrast to the train's luxurious interior. The finest leather combined stylishly with noble cherry and yellow wood, plus engraved animal motifs. The trip to the dunes has come to an end, and passengers duly return to the train. The staff of the Desert Express are known for their Namibian hospitality and individual service. Thus, conversation with them often reveals a few of the country's lesser-known facts. The air-conditioned compartments provide a high degree of comfort after the strenuous activity of the day. And cool, delicious drinks are a welcome treat. The 100-kilometre wide strip of desert extends into a high plateau and then enters the Brandberg Massif. That is the location of the Königstein Mountain, 2,606 meters tall and the country's highest mountain. Swakopmund, Namibia's Riviera, is even more German than Germany itself. Many people from Windhoek have their holiday homes here on the cool Atlantic coast. Thus they avoid the heat of the summer that rages relentlessly from November to March. The town was established in 1892 as an independent harbour. 20,000 people live in this atmospheric place. Its beautiful buildings recall the original settlers of this small town. Villas in Art Nouveau style, and the houses of the original settlers, church, barracks and law courts. Swakopmund is an architectural and cultural journey through time. Around 80% of Namibians are Christians, and more than half of these are Protestant. The remainder are of various ethnic religions. There is the Lighthouse, and also the State House, that was once the lawful territory of the Kaiser, which during the parliamentary recess is the summer residence of the Namibian president. The 21-metre-tall Damara Tower is the highest observation point from which there is a panoramic view of the entire desert city. German names such as Old District Court are visible on each street corner. A microcosm of Germany set in palms and eternal sunshine. Beer is Namibia's national drink. Due to the German cleansing order of 1516, a light and refreshing barley drink was produced here, and a brewery in a small shopping street offers an open invitation to enjoy a cool pale ale. A menu advertises game in large letters. Culinary delicacies range from springbok and antelope right up to zebra. Ostrich fillets and crocodile steaks are particularly popular, not forgetting traditional German cakes. Those with a sweet tooth are spoilt for choice between the Black Forest Gatto and the Bienenstich, a custard-filled donut. Solid timber-framed houses that date from colonial times further enhance the city's image. Located in Bismarck Street since 1905, the Verman House and Hohenzollern House are impressive with their traditional design and rich architectural style. The station was built in 1901, a striking building due to its round curves and Renaissance style, typical of the city. Today, the building is an hotel and entertainment center. Here there are architectural treasures that were rented out at the time of the Kaiser, and a reminiscent of various houses in Berlin. A must-see on any sightseeing tour is a visit to the nostalgic Adler Pharmacy, Namibia's oldest pharmaceutical building. A luxuriant green promenade leads to the beach. Benches and cafes tempt one to take a short break. And for anglers, the Atlantic is a perfect fishing paradise. Passengers board the train once again. The journey returns to Windhoek. Newly boarded travellers adjust to the exciting yet restful journey. The harsh beauty of the Namibian steppes will rush past them, and they will experience the magnificence of the African sunset. A short way from the engine driver, and the 501 Trans-Namib is ready to leave. The Desert Express gradually begins its journey. It's about to cross through the desert once again. Few inhabitants, an abundance of nature, a land of contrasts, endless deserts, waterless rivers, bizarre plants, and gigantic herds of wildlife. Namibia is one of the world's last great nature reserves. Nature and all its beauty are part of the daily life of the Namibians. The people of the bush have a proverb: "You come and you go, but when you return here, you will stay forever."